This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Well, ahoy there, cruisers, and welcome on board the gorgeously, fantastically beautiful Celebrity Ascent by Celebrity Cruises. This episode, we're going to take you on a fun adventure, plus we're going to give you our unfiltered, honest, unbiased review. We haven't been paid to come on board. We paid for this with all of our own cash. So we're going to mark everything from the ship, food, technology, the cabins, and much more. So stay tuned for that. Plus, we're going to have lots of fun and food on and off the ship. It's going to be a good one, so join us. So find out what we loved and a couple of things that we didn't. Now it's time to go for some breakfast, so let's go. Ben is feeling a little bit hungry. We're heading to the main dining room for the first time today. We're not usually up this early, so come on guys, come join us for a fun day. If you're wanting somewhat of a lighter breakfast, there's a few other options. You've obviously got room service, plus you could go to the cafe in the middle near the atrium, and they've got complimentary snacks throughout breakfast and throughout the day into the late evening as well, which is great. So you can just go pick what you want. The coffee in there is really good as well. We've been there a few times. It's our definite spot which we love, but it does cost extra money for the coffee and drinks, but snacks, they're all free.
Good morning. So we're heading for breakfast in the main dining room this morning. We love the main dining room breakfast. It's a little calmer, a little more civilized. So we're going to head to the Cosmopolitan restaurant this morning. Very fancy.
As soon as we sat down, we were given a selection of pastries, which is always really nice. So I'm starting early with my breakfast dessert today. I've got a lovely chocolate muffin. Came around with juices as well. There was about 3 or 4 different types of juices. Then immediately we got coffee as well, guys. And the coffee on board so far has been absolutely fabulous. It's the first time we've been to the main dining room for breakfast, so I'm going to try it. Oh, strong and delicious, just how I like it.
Oopsie, I think we slightly over-ordered again on the breakfast, but it looks so delicious. I went for the Greek yogurt frittata. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? A Greek yogurt frittata, and it looks beautiful. Comes with some asparagus on the side. I also ordered some sauteed mushrooms on the side as well. That was on the extras menu, and a cheeky hash brown. But it looks very light and fluffy. Nice big size.
Oh, those blooming announcements.
Those announcements are so annoying. So they're doing the tender boat announcements, and they're about every 5 to 10 minutes because they're making their way through the tickets. But they're through the whole ship, and they're a little bit annoying, especially if you're having breakfast or if you just want to relax. You just got these announcements every 10 minutes. A little bit annoying that. Anyway, back to breakfast, shall we? Let's give it a go. Very, very light. Nice fluffy eggs. Need a pinch of salt though for me. I always have to salt my eggs because I find them a little bit bland otherwise. But the mushrooms, the sauteed mushrooms, are delicious. They're the highlight of the dish for me. They're salty, buttery, really nicely cooked and full of flavour as well. Like I said earlier, I love a main dining room breakfast because it just feels so much calmer, so much more civilised, and you get to relax, watch the beautiful scenery while you wait for your food to be freshly prepared and brought to your table.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like a DIY menu, so you kind of pick your main dish from the menu, then you've got a whole selection of different sides, different types of fruit, a few specialities every day as well, which is really good, so you can really add anything you want. I went for a lovely French omelette whilst we're in Italy. It's lovely. It's got some French cheese in there and some chives. Very simple. It looks very light. I went for a side of pork sausages. They had 3 types of sausage on the menu: pork, turkey, and vegetarian. How good is that? They are spoiling us. Also got a cheeky hash brown as well, and some lovely whole wheat toast. So let's go crack in, shall we? What I like about the main dining room, and it's a top tip from me, is that it's just so much more laid back than, say, the buffet. The buffet is always really, really busy, a little bit hectic, people running around, you've got to touch all of the tongs and stuff, but here in the main dining room, it's just so chilled and relaxed, so you can take it at your own pace. It does close a little bit earlier. Breakfast was open 6:30 to 9, so if you do want something a little bit later, here she goes again. It's up until 11, the buffet. Right, let's have a try once she finishes. It is literally every 2 minutes. It's very annoying. There we go, finished, guys. Trying to make a video with that plum going off is crazy. Let's have a try, shall we? Oh, it's very stringy. That is beautiful. It's very light, very fluffy, super tasty as well. The cheese is nice and strong as well. Sausages, they're quite of good size. They're a little bit rough around the edges, guys. They don't have a nice polished, like shiny finish. Let's have a try. Oh, God. I see what they did there. Full of herbs and deliciousness. They're really, really good sausages. Oh, very tasty indeed. I will be going back to my other one in a bit. Hash browns, again, in triangular form, and they are absolutely massive. Look at the size of that. Let's have a try. The food is so good. Crunchy, full of tasty taste. Full of tasty taste. But really, everything's super hot as well, which is really good. I really appreciate that.
What's your favourite thing to put in an omelette?
Oh, my teeth. Oh, we got some waffles, guys. Very naughty indeed. I do think that waffles are more considerate pancakes because they hold all of the stuff in the little bits. 4 different dips, so let's quadruple dip this, right? So we've got cream, number 1. Got some blueberries, and we've got some strawberry compote, and then we've got some syrup. Oh my God. I don't even know how I'm going to manage that.
Very easily by the looks of it.
Oh, Jesus. Got to say, that wasn't an effort at all. Those waffles are so light and fluffy. I'm going to just go for one more. All 4 dips again. Guys, seriously, this is just for research purposes only.
Oh my gosh, look, you've ruined that, Ben. You're a double dipper.
Bloomin' quadruple dipper, thank you very much. Right, one more go, just honestly for research purposes only, because I've just got to verify this, because it wouldn't be fair on you guys if I got the taste profile wrong the first time, would it? I mean, that's what I always tell myself anyway. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about my breakfast muffin. I'm going to save it and take it to our room because I feel so bad leaving it alone because it looks like such a lovely muffin. So I'll be having this as a snack later on.
Why don't you have a muffin decorating time with this lot over here? And I just came up with a genius.
I'm just going to have a bite of it. I've changed my mind. The waffles are better. Are you eating my waffles?
I'm not allowed. Are these all for you?
No, of course you can. I was just asking the question.
Well, somebody's ruined all the dips with their double dipping. Now we know who ruins all the butter and all the sauces at home, Ben.
No, it's not me. It's the fairies.
They're almost like little clouds of air, aren't they? Sometimes you get like super crispy waffles, but these are very light. It's going down well with my coffee this morning, and then we're going to head upstairs, meet the fam, and head off today for another full day in port. My gosh, these European cruises, particularly the Mediterranean, are extremely busy, very port intensive. And one good thing that we've noticed about Celebrity is all the port stops are super long. So most of them are like 12 hours a day, which is fantastic because you get to really explore the ports, which is what we have been doing. And we'll tell you all about what we're doing today because it's something that we've been meaning to do since we very first started this channel, and we're finally going to do it today.
Oh, such a yummy breakfast. Like we said at the beginning, we're going to be marking everything, giving our full and brutal review. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be marking the food a little bit later on, along with everything else. Now, let's go find the family, and then we can get off for the day. Oh, I can see David's in his throne. Hello, King David, or is it Queen David?
Hello to the peasants out there. Welcome to my throne room. Now, what are you asking for to be granted, sir?
Happiness and love.
Good, because that's free, and I'm tight. Right, we're going to head back to the cabin to get everything ready for our day to get off in port. Today we're in Margarita.
Santa Margarita.
Yes, Santa Margarita. I'm not going to lie, we had to look at it on a map to see exactly where it was, but it's in Italy and it's a stone's throw away from Portofino. It looks beautiful and we're excited to go and see what it's like because it's the first time for us. And the Mediterranean, it's very rare now we get to do a port that we've never done before, so it's very exciting.
Very excited indeed. Again, it's a tender port, like we said, so you need to get tickets for that to be able to get off the ship. They call your name and then you get on a little boat and it'll take you to shore.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said earlier, we tend to have very long days in port. So today, the last tendered boat will be departing at 7 p.m, which is fantastic because we docked at 7 a.m. this morning. So you've got plenty of time. Like I said, Portofino is further away, but because we've got that extra time in port, you feel like you can do it, like you're not panicking and having to stay right next to the ship. A lot of these Mediterranean ports, the main sites are further away from where you dock, so that's why it's great to have such a long day in port.
David.
I'm going the wrong way.
We've just literally walked past our cabin whilst we were talking.
I did feel like this wasn't the right way.
Just to your left.
Oh, is this us?
Yeah, this is us.
Oh my gosh, where am I going?
What are we like?
Oh, we've got mail.
We've got mail. Oh.
Yeah, it's a man. I've been invited to Le Petit chef.
That's because we booked it.
Guess you're not coming because it says shorts and flip-flops are not allowed.
I'm not going to wear shorts or flip-flops.
Well, your name's not on the invite.
I was the one who booked it.
Oh, thanks. Is it your treat?
Discover the simplicity and power of Squarespace for yourself. Our website was effortlessly created using Squarespace, and we can't get enough of its user-friendly interface. With the Squarespace app for iOS and Android, managing our website has been a breeze when we are on the go. We can edit content, track analytics, and much more, all from the palm of our hands. Say goodbye to website headaches with Squarespace's new blueprint feature. Get started from scratch using a guided design system. Pick from lots of professionally curated layouts and styles, ensuring your online presence is both unique and optimized for all devices. For those who want to build an online store, Squarespace makes the selling process simple and flexible with seamless checkout options. Accept different payments with ease, including credit cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, and even offer buy now, pay later services like Afterpay and ClearPay in eligible countries. Don't wait any longer to unlock the potential of your online presence. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Ben and David to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Right, anyway, let me just remove my dirty boxes out of the way. There we go. Coming in.
It doesn't have my name on there. Quite expensive, guys. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a couple of $100 for all 6 of us. If you do cancel in the last 24 hours, you'll be charged $20 for any specialty restaurants you don't turn up to after booking. So if you don't want to go to them when it gets closer to your cruise, make sure that you cancel them. Now, we're going to be talking about how to book things a little later on, but we just wanted to say we're doing things DIY on this cruise because, like David said, so much time in port, we feel very comfortable doing our own thing. So we're not buying any shore excursions for this one. Now, some places we love to buy shore excursions, but when we have so long in port and we don't have the threat of really missing the ship, we feel so much more comfortable. And what's great about Europe, places like this, is that you're going to find lots of really good transportation, things like trains, boats, taxis, all of that stuff. So it's very easy. We recommend bringing some of the local currency, which in Europe tends to be the euro mostly. They'll accept dollars on the ship though if you do want to tip, but for the actual land, you're going to probably need euros. And most places take cards as well, but some taxis only do take cash, so just bear that in mind. Do a little bit of research, find out what you want to do. We found out that Portofino, one of the most spectacular places in the world apparently, is just a 10-minute ride away. So we're going to go do that. You can get a bus, you can get a ferry, or you can get a taxi. So we don't know which one we're going to do. So we're just going to see what we stumble upon and take things at our own pace. Now, we need some ID for everybody who's over 18, and we're going to take some sun lotion because it's very sunny, maybe a few towels in our swimwear just in case we go for a swim, just in case. We probably won't do, but we want to be prepared. So get yourself a nice little bag to take off, something nice and easy. But most importantly, remember your cash and your ID and your cruise card to get back on board. Let's call the family and get a meeting point so we can get off and enjoy this beautiful port. It looks stunning, and we've got the weather again, which chef's kiss.
So before we head out, I think it's going to be a good time to give you our review, our brutally honest review of the cabin on board. So we had an infinite veranda stateroom, which is one of the most common types of stateroom on this class of ship. Now, we've already made this very, very obvious before. We don't like that infinite veranda because it just makes the room so hot all the time. I love how bright it is. I love that huge window, but as a balcony, it just does not function. I'd rather just have a balcony. It kind of feels like we're in an ocean view stateroom really, but you're paying extra for that. Apart from that, everything else in this cabin is lovely. Bed's very comfortable, absolutely love the decor. They're very spacious, nice big spacious bathroom. That's one thing that I absolutely love about this cabin. Everything is just great. TV's great, all the on-demand movies gives it that extra little point. Lots of space in the wardrobe. Just overall, these cabins are lovely. So we're gonna give it a 4 out of 5 because we are knocking off that 1 point for that infinite veranda because we don't like it. We think that it's a little bit useless, to be honest, because as soon as you open that window, the whole cabin is like a hot box. And during the day, it does make the room very, very hot. So you have to keep your blinds closed, which can be a little bit counterproductive because you want to see the outside during the day. We do recommend that you do bring a fan with you. So we have a portable fan that we use. We'll pop these in our Amazon shop. You can click the link down below in the description to go to our Amazon shop because you will need one in this room just to get the airflow going. Because we've noticed as well that the air conditioning kind of stays in this half of the room. So this half of the room is very cold, but where the bed is, particularly in this configuration, it gets very, very hot on a night. So we use that fan just to push the air down the cabin. But like I said, apart from that, we absolutely love everything else about them.
So we've been given tender tickets. We were given priority yesterday because the boys were in wheelchairs, but we haven't today. But the thing is though, we can't queue in the line. We can't get in that line just because it's so tight in the corner. So that's a bit silly. They should have some sort of separate line for people in chairs who can't get in the line just because it's so thin in there at the end with tables and chairs all around. So we'll see how we get on here. So here we are on the magic carpet. We're going to be taking the ship's lifeboats today instead of the local ones, which is really cool. Again, very easy to get on, guys. We were fast tracked right to the front for the boys to get off, and we're going to get on the tender now. So let's do this. Exciting. It looks beautiful, and the weather again is just gorgeous. So we are very, very lucky. Let's do these. Excited for brand new port for us. We are on the tender. As I said, it's one of the actual lifeboats, and these lifeboats are so bougie, guys. Got like leather seats and air conditioning. It's very, very nice indeed. So it's going to be a very comfortable journey over to Santa Margarita. Just a few moments and we'll be there.
Off we go, second tender of the cruise. Like Ben said, these are very comfortable. I wish all tender boats were like this, because sometimes you're sort of in the bowels of the ship at 1,000 degrees, and if you've had a skinful the night before, it ate too much in the morning, you can feel a little bit queasy. But these are very luxurious.
Very few things pee me off, guys. This might be one of the reasons I don't like MSC that much, because of the passengers that are usually on board, unfortunately, are not the best behaved. We're seeing that here as well while we're queuing for the Portofino ferry. Two guys in front of me having a cigarette, just chucks a dirty cigarette on fire into the sea. Like, how disgusting is that? Like, what is wrong with people? Everybody's trying to push in front of the boys. Just no manners at all. In wheelchairs as well, and they're just trying to push straight past. It's exactly like what it's like on MSC. We're in the queue now to get on the little ferry. It's a 10-minute ferry to Portofino. It's about €9 per person return. You get your ticket just as you start the line, and there seems to be quite a lot of ferries, so hopefully it's not going to be too long, because it's a stunning place, just ruined by some of the people that are here. Oh, it's descending into chaos, guys. Everybody's flooding the front, trying to push in, and people are screaming and arguing behind us. Absolutely nuts. Right, but the boat's finally here. We've had to wait about 20 minutes, which isn't too bad, so we're going to get on. Luckily, we're quite at the front, but people are trying to push in front. It's pretty much chaos. Here we go, David, on the boat.
Oh my gosh, that breeze is absolutely delicious.
That was complete and utter chaos, wasn't it?
Madness.
Madness, as you would expect. Completely unorganised, but we're on board now, and it's all good. We've got a seat. We're in the lovely fresh air as we sail towards Portofino.
Hopefully, because we kind of just got shuffled onto the boat and I didn't show my tickets, so we could be going anywhere.
Hopefully we're going to Portofino, fingers crossed. There's a 62% chance we're not, but hey, we'll end up somewhere fun, I guess. Where are you? There's a ship just behind us, guys. We're just sailing past her.
Yeah, it is really beautiful. This part of the world is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm really glad we came to this port. It's not one that you often see on a cruise itinerary, so we're very happy to be here.
Yeah,
lovely, isn't it?
And it's not as industrial as some Mediterranean ports, like the big ports like Marseille, Genoa. They're not very pretty, whereas these ones are much more picturesque.
Beautiful, what a day. We're very, very lucky to be here. And I'm so glad you guys can come along with us. Holy smoke balls. We've arrived, Portofino. It really, really does not disappoint at all. Just look how stunning this is, guys. It looks so picture perfect. It looks like the Universal Hotel in Universal Orlando, the Portofino Resort. It really does. They did a pretty good job, to be fair, because this is just spectacular. All of the colours, the beautiful buildings, the houses in the hills, the marina, the super yachts. We were really tempted to jump on one of those. It's really funny though, guys. Some people have got all money but no class. Family walks up to one of the biggest yachts just over there. I think it was called Cloud 9. They run over and they're like, get it down, to signal the crew to get their walkway down. They were like shouting at the crew. I was like, oh my gosh, got all that money but no class. But hey, it is absolutely stunning here. Very, 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 very busy, as you can imagine. It is the summer, so lots of people want to come here and explore Portofino. But yeah, incredibly busy, guys, but beautiful. And definitely worth the 15-minute boat ride and €9 each to get here. Literally 15 minutes. It was stressful to get on and off, but hey, it is what it is. It's not very accessible here, but look at this. We are in paradise right now. Picture perfect postcard. Gorgeous. It's even nicer in real life. I hope it shows on camera as well.
So as I mentioned earlier, this is one of those ports that we have been meaning to come to for a very long time. We've always docked nearby but never actually made the journey, because it can be a little bit of a trek, but boy, it is worth it. It's absolutely stunning. I can't describe in words how it feels, except to say it's like a fairy tale or something you'd find in Disney World. In fact, you do find this in Universal Studios, because they have a hotel that's exactly like this, and we've stayed there before, and it's incredible. This is beautiful. There's lots to do here. There's lots of shops, designer shops like Louis Vuitton, Versace, and lots of places to eat, but it's all very expensive. So do be warned, if you do want to eat here in one of these restaurants, particularly right on the front, you're going to pay for it.
Oh, well, we couldn't resist getting some gelato, could we, whilst we're here? Oh my gosh, guys, I can smell it from the street. Look at this. It looks blooming amazing. I got the popcorn flavour. Yes, a popcorn flavour, which has got all of these like toffee-looking bits in it. And I got some salted caramel around it out. It's about €5 each, which isn't bad, because this is a lot of ice cream and we're in a very expensive place. Let's have a try. What the actual France have they put in that? That is absolutely bloody... That might be the nicest ice cream I think I've ever had. That stuff on top, this caramel stuff, I don't know what it is, but it's like popcorn and like caramel, super fluffy white ice cream. And that salted caramel, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm having a moment. Right in the middle of Portofino. This is absolutely bloomin' delicious. Top tip, it's called Jeppy ice cream, and apparently it's 100% natural. So it's good for you too. Oh, David, you're dripping everywhere.
I know,
you're a hot mess.
It was dripping down my arm as I was filming Ben, so I was having to lick and film at the same time. I went for tiramisu, and it comes with a big hunk of cake in the side of it. Absolutely. Smooth, tasty, sweet, creamy.
All of the words.
Nice coffee flavour. And like Ben said, this was €5, and it's quite a large portion as well, which I don't think is too bad considering you're in tourist capital of the area, aren't you? So
oh, sorry guys. Every time I dip the camera, it's because I'm taking a bite.
Oh, it keeps dripping down my arm. We have to eat it quick before it melts.
So good.
Oh, I just hit the coffee.
So Henry, how was your ice cream? Tell us what you got.
So I got a chocolate ice cream. It was absolutely delicious.
Herbie, how was yours? What one did you get?
So I got the popcorn, same as the man behind the camera here.
It was delicious.
Yeah, it is actually to die for.
So all 6 of us, all of our family have agreed that this place is stunning. It is gorgeous, guys, it really is. We're gonna head back to the ship now just because it is a little bit warm, very warm. There's no air conditioning anywhere and the boys are a little bit tired. So we're gonna head back, grab some food on the ship maybe, or get some pizza in the port. And just take a nice stroll back to the ferry just before it gets too busy. Hopefully it's a little bit quieter going back. But yeah, it's beautiful walking through these streets. It's just so colourful and picturesque. There's a photo point on every corner. Oh, try and not get run over. But yeah, heading back now. It's been so wonderful. I'm so glad we came here. Bucket list ticked.
So the times of the ferries are posted on a notice board. It's very confusing, that notice board though. They also are posted online. So our ferry is leaving on the hour and the ferry in the opposite direction is leaving at 1/2 the hour. However, 2 ferries are here at 1/4 to, so I think the timetable is maybe a suggestion rather than something to stick to.
So that's it, we're back on the ship. Very easy again to get back. Loving this magic carpet, being able to take the actual lifeboats onto the ship. The boys are just getting lifted up on the lift and then we're going to head back on the ship. Regarding accessibility in Italy, absolutely terrible, guys. It isn't at the same level as it is in North America or the UK. There is very little accessibility, so the boys had to get out quite a few times to do stairs and big uneven floors and stuff, but that's what it is. These places are so old that they're not as modern as all of the new places in the UK and the US and places like that, so there isn't as much accessibility, so do bear that in mind. Even getting on and off the actual tender, you've got to be able to do a few steps because there is no ramp onto it, so it is what it is. But yeah, let's get back on board. Whew, I am hot. I need a bloody shower, guys, and a nice little chill now, maybe a little nana nap in the sun because it's been a long day, but a good one.
This is so good, this wheelchair access. The great thing about the magic carpet is as well, you're not holding everybody up because they've got 2 sides, so they have the accessible lift on one side and then just stairs on the other, so you don't feel uncomfortable holding everybody else up while you're getting on and off the ship. And then you can get down and wait down here for your next boat, so it makes it so much nicer.
Right, let's go. Let's get on the ship. I can feel the aircon.
So we've had a nice little shower and a chill. We got back to the ship and we just came straight back to the room. We were going to go to the pool, but do you know what? I was such a sweaty Betty.
Oh, me too.
I was a sweaty bitch, that's what I was.
David!
I was, beep that out. I was disgusting. So we came back and just had a shower and I had a little lay down on the bed.
Feels so much better now. You can't beat a cruise nap, can you?
No, you can't. Well, we didn't really nap though, we ended up doing work. So,
oh, well. A cruise break.
A cruise break, yeah. Bit of air conditioning. I'm just checking I've got my cruise cards and everything for tonight because we're heading down to Le Petit Chef.
Le Petit Chef?
Because we're heading down to Le Petit Chef, which is a specialty restaurant, and we're going to go meet the fam at the Martini Bar. Let's go.
Get some drinks first, eh? Maybe pay a few cards.
Oh, get them free drinks. Did you know about that? Have we told everybody about that?
Oh yeah, free drinks indeed. Costs we're elite members, which is the equivalent of Diamond on Royal Caribbean. So that's celebrities' basically loyalty scheme. We get free drinks between 5 and 7 every night, basically anywhere in the ship. So we get beer, wine, spirits and soft drinks. There's some stuff not included, but mostly it is, which is amazing. So we get complete and utter unlimited free drinks. Happy hour for 2 hours. 5 to 7, how good is that? So we're making the most of that. It just means that we don't have to buy a drinks package. So that's really good as well. I do know when you book celebrity cruises, you can get some all-in packages which include everything, which are really good as well. But that's amazing. I love a freebie. Well, it's not freebie. We've cruised with them so many blooming times, Royal Caribbean especially, that they owe us money back. But it's good. Right, let's head down to the Martini Bar. Love it here.
Cheers, guys. We're just waiting for dinner, which is going to be ready in a minute. Going to be ready. We're going to be going to it in a minute. They just did the flare, which is so much fun. It was just downstairs in the martini bar. I'm not too sure if it's like a set time or if they just do it randomly at points during the evening, but it's basically where they get all the cocktail shakers and the bottles and do juggling. They do like pouring of drinks and all sorts of things like that. So much fun. The kids loved it as well, and it's always like a great little thing to do here on Celebrity. It's very unique. So we've sat down in Le Petit Chef and we've placed our orders in. Essentially, it's a set menu of 4 courses which have the animations, but there is the other menu. If you don't like anything on there, there is an alternative option, but you just won't have animations to that dish. We've had our first animation and we're going to have our first course, which is going to be a soup. It's very cool. It's updated as well since the last time we did it, which is great. So it's all brand new to us as well.
Guys, this is so much fun. The look on the boys' faces when all of the animation started is so cool. First up, we've got the creamy potato and leek soup. It's got some cheese in there, ham, chive oil. It looks very, very cool. It's all lit up as well. Let's have a little try. That is lovely. You can taste the potatoes and the cheese. I love the little crispy croutons as well. A lovely start to this little magical meal, eh? So cool.
Yeah, I also had the soup, which was very delicious indeed. But for my second course, I've got the cod loin, which comes with squash velouté. Looks very pretty indeed. Very summery, fresh tasting. I like how it's got bits of fruit in there as well, so like bits of grapefruit and things like that. Actually a very delicious starter. You're getting a bit of crunch from the vegetables on there, and the cod is cooked very nicely as well.
So I went with the alternative menu because alternative dish because I don't eat fish. So I swapped it out for the crispy lamb salad with asparagus and a poached egg. Now this looks absolutely beautiful. So we're going for a little taste. Very excited. Oh, let's get a bit of everything on there. A bit of asparagus, a bit of the lamb. Let's get a right mouthful. Let's go for this, right? The lamb is tender and delicious. It did good. It did a good job. Whoever cooked that lamb did a very good job. The egg's lovely. The asparagus is nice. I'm gonna have smelly wheeze later on, but it's all worth it. Very good. Loving the second course.
So I went for the alternative course. I got the halibut, which comes on a bed of potato, spinach, and let's give it a try. It looks very lovely, very petite. The halibut's nice, but that potato is absolutely, it's got garlic in it. It's like garlic butter, and it's got some little bits on the outside. I forgot what these were, but these are absolutely delicious. Really good dish. The food has been fantastic, and we've just met the actual chef as well, who's coming around to say hello to everybody. I went for the beef Wellington. Well, that's what's on the menu. Holy moly, that's a big piece of cow right there. It looks beautiful. It comes with like mushroom puree around the outside, some carrots, and then some gravy. Shall have a little try. Oh, looks so good. Hope it's as good as it looks. Slap me with a nut and call me a squirrel. That is absolutely bloomin' delicious. It is mouth-watering. The pastry on the outside, the beautiful mushrooms, the gravy is so, so rich. Absolutely bloomin' delicious. Oh, what a lovely experience. The boys are loving it as well. It's so cool, guys. It is not on any other ship. I know it's on land in a few places. I think on land it's over $100 per person, but this is absolutely delicious. So this is actually $60 per person, and we booked this before we got on the cruise. Now, there's nothing petite about this chef. He has some big old balls to create a good flavour like this. So Herbie, tell me about Le Petit Chef and what it's like.
So what happened was basically old mate comes out of this building, bong, bong, bong.
Old mate.
Comes out of this building after drinking this like weird big fat potion. He went from this size to this size. Like, he's absolutely massive now. And he just started wrecking the neighbourhood. Somehow nobody cares. What are the tax funds for this man? And then he goes to the fountain and he just starts making this beef Wellington. And he starts like nicking a load of stuff from everyone around him. So like, he got some beef from the butcher, used a bit of the growth potion to make it big. I just want to say, that beef Wellington, little chef done well here, because that beef Wellington was brilliant.
So dessert time, and we've gone to Candyland. Animations are so much fun. Absolutely brilliant. So it's a chocolate cake, and it has a raspberry coulis on the top with a chocolate crumb. It looks very decadent and very delicious. It cuts, like Herbie said, like butter, and let's give it a go, shall we? I also got a little espresso on the side using my elite perk. So if you're an elite member, you get an espresso, you get a specialty coffee in a specialty restaurant.
Oh my God, it's got little fun balls.
Oh, I think one of those balls just popped in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Absolutely delicious, really rich chocolate, but the raspberry really cuts through that dark chocolate flavour and makes it a very delicious dessert.
Oh, guys, I'm so stuffed. That was absolutely blooming delicious. It's time for the food review. We've just had a look around the buffet as well, and it's British night. Here are some of the delicacies you can get on British night. Absolutely fabulous, isn't it? We haven't ate at the buffet on a night, and we barely ate at the buffet at all, really, even though it is really good. The food across the ship is fantastic. One definite highlight is how good the included food is. So say the food in the buffet, the food in the main dining rooms where we've ate most nights and most mornings. It is absolutely spectacular at this price point. Genuinely, we do so many cruises. We're so lucky. I really haven't seen anybody doing food as good as Celebrity. Both specialty extra pay, snacks, and the free stuff, like I said. It is absolutely bloomin' fantastic. They are really knocking it out of the park. It is just absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough how pleased we are with the food. Every bloomin' dish we've had has been literally sensational. Hot, tasty, loads of choice, a massive 5 out of 5. It is just fantastic. Honestly, nobody is doing it as good. We've had worse food on some luxury cruise lines. It's absolutely bloomin' fantastic. So if you're a foodie or appreciate your food, Celebrity Cruises without a doubt is for you. It's bloomin' great. Love it. Look how spectacular it is out here as well. We're still in Santa Margarita. The sun's starting to dip and it is just really beautiful. Some gorgeous scenery. We've had some amazing ports on this cruise and it's just been superb. And to spend time with our family who have had the best time, their first ever cruise has just been wonderful. It really has been wonderful. Loving life right now. We're very lucky. I can't get over how lucky we are and we're just glad we can take you along with us, guys. Oh, guys, just came back to drop our bags off with the batteries and stuff in just before the show, and we opened up our window. Oh my gosh, look at this view. It is so still out here. It's absolutely beautiful. Whilst I'm here, we'll talk about the technology and give that a review, shall we? One thing you have to do before you get on a Celebrity cruise is download the app. It's absolutely fan-bloomin'-tastic. It has on there just about everything you need. Now, the most important things will be things like the daily planner and your calendar, so you can add things to your favorites that you want to do during the day. There's things like ship maps. You can have a look at all the information about dining, including looking at menus. You can look at what your ports are going to be. You can take a look at your account, any photos you've had taken on board as well. You can just do about everything on it. Also, before the cruise, you can log on to your cruise planner on the Celebrity Cruises website and buy things like drinks packages. There's often deals that are like 30-40% off, sometimes buy one get one free. You can book your dining, any shore excursions. You can do that all on the app as well, or whilst you're on the ship, but we definitely recommend doing that before you get on, just so you don't miss out on any things you want to do. You can also use your phone as well to control your cabin, things like air conditioning. Very good indeed. And the cabin TVs are great as well. They're very interactive and include lots of things like movies on demand, which are complimentary and things like that. The Wi-Fi is very expensive. It's like $250 for a week for the premium Wi-Fi, but it is Starlink and it's very fast indeed. So you can do things like surf the web, you can download things, you can watch YouTube. So if you need to do that, it is worth it. Otherwise, it's very expensive. Now we have to give it a 5 out of 5. It's the same technology that Royal Caribbean uses, their sister companies, and it's just faultless. It works all of the time. It never crashes. The app is just fantastic. Make sure you download it. Brilliant stuff. Isn't it just absolutely stunning, David?
This is gorgeous. And because we're not moving as well, we're just sort of docked here. I can hear the water just down below and that boat in the distance, but mainly the water down below. And it's absolutely gorgeous. This is what cruising is all about. And if I ever could have a view from my house, this is exactly the view that I would want, because it's absolutely chef's kiss. Mother Nature's done a good one on this painting because it is Beautiful.
So let's talk about value for money before we go see the show. I think it's really good value for money. So we paid $2,900 for the pair of us. That's for both of us combined. So that's about $400 per night. So it's half what we paid on Disney recently per night. And it is a luxury cruise line. I really do think you get your money's worth. We've got a lovely balcony cabin on this one, along with the food, the amazing entertainment, which we're about to show you in just a few minutes. It's really fantastic value for money, in my opinion. It's a lot cheaper than the Royal Caribbean new ships and some of the Norwegian ships as well. So as far as value for money goes, it's great. Now, sometimes Celebrity is a little bit expensive, and it probably is a little bit more expensive because we're on one of their brand new ships. This is the newest ship, the Celebrity Ascent. So for $400 a night or $200 per night each, it's not the most expensive cruise. It's certainly not the cheapest, but for value for money, I think it's 5 out of 5 because you're getting a luxury cruise here, guys, for this price. Like I said earlier on, a lot of the stuff you don't even see on luxury cruises. The food's just as good. The entertainment's much better. The ship is spectacularly stunning, and you can always find a bargain on Celebrity, which we really like. So very good indeed. I think it's great value for money. Onboard prices about the same as everything else. So for a dinner at one of the specialty restaurants, $50, $60, up to $155 for a tasting menu in the Le Voyage restaurant, which is very expensive. But on average, drinks and things are all about the same. Drinks packages, about the same as Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines, about $70, $80 per night. If you're going to drink enough to get one of them, go for it. If you're not, don't do it. The drinks prices, $7, $8 for a beer, $14 for a cocktail, $10 upwards for a glass of wine, and you can get some complimentary soft drinks and tea and coffee and things in places like the buffet and the spa cafe, so you can get a variety of juices, water, tea and coffee. You don't have to pay any extra for that, which is great.
So let's talk about the crew, and the crew on here have been absolutely spectacular. A lot of the crew are actually on the Celebrity Beyond. We recognised a few of them, and a few of them recognised us. They've just been incredible with the boys. They have been so attentive to them and given them little gifts and treats like little handmade paper animals and things like that. Honestly, on par with Disney, I'd say, with the attention to detail in the main dining rooms. But overall, they have been absolutely wonderful. Every single crew member has been completely outstanding. So we're going to give them a big 5 out of 5. I think it is some of the best crew we have ever had on a cruise.
It really is. David really isn't exaggerating there. They have been bloody wonderful. Right, to the theatre now to see one of the shows. We've already seen a few of the production shows. We're going to see the last one, which is called Awaken Tonight. And boy, do I think we're in for a treat, because the entertainment is blooming amazing, guys. It's been nothing short of absolutely spectacular. The singers, the dancers, the costuming, the sets. It has to be another 5 out of 5. Could this be our highest rated ship of all time? Maybe. Right, let's go find a seat. I'm really looking forward to this. I just love the shows, and the shows in here are amazing, like I said. So let's go grab a seat, like Sean Connery would say, and sit back and enjoy the show. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, guys, they're actually saying you can use video and photography. I've never heard that on many cruise lines before, so we're allowed to film it. So we'll get you some nice shots of the show, and it's about to start, so let's do this. Holy bejesus, that was amazing. Guys, I can't even emphasize enough how good the shows are on Celebrity. Holy crap, that cast is off the roof amazing. That show was just everything. If every cruise line could put an entertainment as good as that, we would be very happy. Now, you can probably hear a lot of really bad singing behind me, because in the atrium, they've got a cheeky little bit of silent discoing. Love it. I love a silent disco. I have to say, I'm really impressed with how alive this ship is. It's so different to our last experience on the Celebrity Beyond. The people on board are completely different. The shows are all much more diverse. The people are much more diverse. Everybody's really lovely. It's been a completely amazing experience, and I'm going away from this like, oh my God, is Celebrity one of my favourite cruise lines? This has ended up not really being a brutal review at all, has it? It's more like a very shining review. It's fantastic. Overall, we have to give it 5 out of 5. I mean, we've given everything else 5 out of 5, so it's probably our best review. It's been really pretty spectacular, guys. The ship, the crew, the staff, the music, the entertainment, it's been fabulous. We've seen some really good shows over the last few days as well, including a Cher impersonator who was absolutely blooming fantastic. She was called Rachel. She was so spot on and so funny. It was amazing.
I have to say her backing dancers were amazing as well.
Oh yeah, David got up on stage and did a bit of a boogie. But yeah, we've seen some great singers, some great dancers, some great performances all around the ship. I'm going away with this is what bloomin' cruising is all about, and this is what it should be like in 2024. It has been spec-freaking-tacular. not being paid at all. As we said, we paid for this cruise ourselves. It's been bloody fantastic, and we bloomin' loved it, and so have our family, which is the best thing ever.
Now, I would say let's go into the silent disco, but that's like a mosh pit from my youth, and it smells like one too.
I know, it stinks like a sweaty nightclub. It's proper on fire. Everybody's really up for it, which is just fab.
Just checking the football scores, Ben. The very few times we actually follow football during the World Cup or the Euros. England are playing tonight and they're drawing 1-1. So when you watch this video, we could have won the Euros or lost them. Who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for watching Dancing Queen. Sorry, I can't help but join in. Thank you so much for watching this video. We really do appreciate it. If you'd like to support us further, you can join us on Patreon. In return for your patronage, you receive all of our videos early and advert-free, so no pesky advertisements. Plus, we do a monthly video chat, and we also upload some cheeky behind-the-scenes bits as well. That's it. Sorry, it's hilarious. See, we've got ABBA in this corner and football in this corner. Can you get any more diverse of a spectrum? Thank you so much for watching, guys. That's it for this time. Until next time, happy cruising.